feel like, from your own perspective, that you putting too much pressure on yourself, whether it was those third down, third and long, or it's typical stuff regardless. But that, or when you're trailing, perhaps you're going to score. That's when your errors happen. That's just what the stats say. But do you feel like beyond the results, that you put too much on yourself? Did you try to do too much in those spots before?
Maybe so. I think those situations are always tough because you want to make a play, but you also don't. Nobody tries to make things worse, but I think just in those situations, you do the best you can to put your team in the right situation. Sometimes it works out. Obviously, at times it worked out, and sometimes you make some mistakes, but that's part of it when you're losing in the game and it's third and long. It's not a good situation.
Well, after the game on Saturday, Terrence talked about you guys building chemistry in practice, staying after practice to build chemistry. How often do you stay after practice to build chemistry with Terrence?
Well, it kind of depends just on some of the schemes, some of the things that we're doing. If there's a route that we didn't get some good reps in practice, we may do some extra stuff there. If there's other things that we just want to work on, we do that. But a lot of our reps come during the practice and during our reps with the team.
Well, you're going to be facing a team that's kind of chip on its shoulder. I think they should have been ranked this week. They're looking to make a statement. I mean, is there a way for you guys to prepare for that type of emotion coming from another team?
That's a good question. I think we're trying to prepare, focusing on ourselves, because I think a lot of us, we feel like we got a lot more to prove, and so that's where we're starting at. We're worrying about ourselves. It's Oregon versus Oregon every day at practice. It was Bloody Tuesday today, so we got out there and we're very physical. We wanted to just focus on ourselves, focusing on our mistakes that we can correct from this weekend, and then continue to get better. So I think every team we play is going to want a piece of Oregon, and that's just part of it. But I think that it's good competition because we also want just our schedule. So that's going to be good, and it's exciting when two teams want to play each other because that means it's going to be a good game.
Week 2, you started 10 for 10 throwing. Last week, I think it was like 8 for 9. Just what do you attribute to almost near perfect starts both games, and how important is that for just confidence of this team and yourself as well?
Well, it's just Coach Dillingham giving me some easy completions and starting a good rhythm, and then from there we're getting first downs. And when you get first downs, when you get the offense moving, it's kind of easier to get in the rhythm as opposed to just being stuck and like it's third and long and you got to throw it. And those are sometimes where the incompletions come.
I was just going to say, it's a tribute to your run game, and you said
absolutely
getting ahead of the sticks.
Yeah, getting ahead of the sticks is important. Running the ball physically, it may bring everybody up and get some more easy completions.
What's the key to being a little bit more consistent and building off of that performance you guys just had and taking that to conference bowl?
I mean, well, it's the key is just to continue doing what I'm doing. Continue to just understand what we're trying to get out of the play and make the most of it, and continue to read defense as well and see what they're doing and get the ball where it's supposed to be.
From a Pac-12 conference slate perspective, you've been through an SEC conference schedule. What is different about a Pac-12 conference do you expect, or what are the difficulties you're looking for?
I'm not sure the differences yet until I go through it, but I'm looking forward to it. I know it's a tough league. I know each team can beat anybody on any given Saturday, and that's just part of college football. So we're going to have to bring our energy and going to have to bring the juice for sure, because we're going to have to get up there and start fast. It's a tough environment, tough road game. Those games are always hard to get going, but I think when a team gets going, it's obviously much easier. And so we know every team from this point forward is going to be tough. So it's all about us to focus on ourselves and get better.
How much of a weapon is it when you guys use 3 tight ends, and I think during that drive you spread them all out, you went 5 wide at one point. How much is that a weapon for you?
It's a huge weapon because you can run the ball, and we have athletic guys that can get out there and complete passes, and it just makes it tough on the defense for sure.
What have you heard about playing at Washington State? What are you expecting out of that environment?
Yeah, from what I hear, the guys that have played there say it's real loud. They say their fans do a good job of making it a hostile environment, so I'm excited. I think those kind of games are extremely enjoyable, really fun, and can make for a good Saturday.
Where is the toughest place, kind of noise-wise, you've ever played?
Can you say that again?
Where's the toughest place you've ever played noise-wise?
I'd say Florida. The Swamp was my freshman year was the toughest, loudest to this day that I've ever played. Tribute to them. Obviously, they're known for that, and it was a fun atmosphere, fun game. I wish I could go back to a game and just kind of be a part of it, and not be out there getting my head beat in.
You've been here since the past spring. What have you liked about Oregon, and does it differ from Auburn?
Yeah, it's really different, but I think the differences is what makes it unique and what makes it pretty cool. And obviously, you got the great scenery of Oregon, awesome weather, and then just from being here, being a part of this team, I'm excited to be here and lead these guys. I think I've had just a blast being around these guys and getting to know each one of them, and as well as the coaches. I've enjoyed being here. I think it's an awesome experience for me. It's allowed me to grow in a lot of different areas.
Is it kind of strange though? I mean, the jersey you're wearing now. I mean, this was the team you first played your first college game against.
Yeah. I mean, it was different the first few weeks for sure. Saturday felt more. I felt more comfortable because I'd been through that home game experience the weekend before. So I'm starting to get more and more comfortable with everything, and I think things are just starting to go smoothly for everybody. And obviously the transition is kind of starting to be over, and now it's just going through the season and playing in great environments.
Sorry if this was asked
Last
already,
question.
but you 3 rushing touchdowns in that game. Was that part of the game plan going in, that you were going to use your legs as much as you did?
I mean, that's kind of a part of every game plan, and it goes back to all situational stuff. When different plays are called in that situation, I could have been tackled short and somebody else gets a touchdown. So it's all about situation, and anybody can score on any given down. So our running backs could have easily had 5 touchdowns themselves, and so it's just, like I said, it's all a part of the scheme, all a part of the situation of how the game unfolds. And hopefully in the future we can continue to be very diverse, running the quarterbacks, running the running backs, and then having a good passing attack. Thank you all. Appreciate it.